just filmed a pretty serious video, so I just wanted to go ahead with a kind of fun one to like relax the mood, I guess, because I just feel like real emotional in the feels, vulnerable, so I kind of wanted to just close that door. And so I'm going to do the teen mom tag. How old were you when you got pregnant? I was 17. What were your career plans before you got pregnant? So I actually was planning to go to a Christian college, and then I wanted to study nursing, and then I changed it to business. I mainly wanted to do something I could do cool internships with, and I was still kind of just feeling around for what I actually had an interest in for what I wanted to do for my career. Because I had done a lot of job shadowing. I did a lot of research into my career. Like, I had done a bunch of ride-alongs. Like, I did frequent ones, like went every shift to do ride-alongs with the fire department because I was really looking into that. And there was just a lot I was looking into. And then I found out I was pregnant, and it completely flipped my life around, but for the better. What are your career plans now? So, I don't know. Like, I still don't know, really. At the moment, I guess I'm going to be studying for my insurance license and working for the family business. I don't know that I want to do that my entire life, but that's kind of the plan for right now. We'll see how that goes. I do some random side jobs. There's a lot of things I have interest in, and I like to do a lot. So I just kind of want to be able to do a little bit of everything, and that's what my mom does. Were you / are you with the baby's father? I am with him, but I was actually not when I got pregnant. But we had been before. Do you live with your parents? I live with my mom. I pretty much always have, other than when I've lived with my grandparents for periods of times. We could move out, but we're just trying to figure things out, and it works better if we all live together. So we do technically live with her, like she's the one that her name is on the house, but we do a lot, like we work more together. It's like we live together and not necessarily like, I just don't want it to sound like we're mooching off of her because we're not. We need her more than she needs us, but we do help her out as well, and she didn't want us to not live with her. I shouldn't say she doesn't want us to not live with her, she just doesn't want the baby to not live with her. What's the hardest part of being a teen mom aside from the financial struggles? I would definitely say the financial struggles are like 3 on the list, and I would say like the first 2 are relevant to like the fact that when you're a teenager, they're supposed to be your selfish years, so that is hard because it's like you have to really grow up, and it sucks because you'll see everyone else your age having fun and being able to just easily do things that you can't. Like, even as simple as being able to go to school like a normal person. Like, I had to graduate early, so I'm seeing all my friends have their senior festivities going on, and I don't get to be a part of that, and that sucks. I mean, some teens do, but that was just not going to happen for my situation. That's probably like the main ones. I don't even know that those are like 2 different ones, but they kind of go hand in hand. And just the fact that, like, honestly, I didn't have myself together, like, emotionally, not just financially, like, in general. I had a lot of problems that I should have gotten worked out before ideally I would get pregnant, but sometimes life has a different plan than yours, and it works out for the better. Do you work? So I do work in the office a little bit occasionally. It's not a lot because it's hard. You can't get anything done with the baby being at work with you, and due to the fact that it's like business hours, it's like there's not a lot of time where I can, because I'm the one that takes care of her 24/7. Or not 24/7, he does a lot of the work too. So if I go into the office, she has to go with me, so it's hard to get stuff done if she's with me, and he works as well, so it's not like he can watch her while he's at work. I also do like sometimes random like side jobs, I guess. Whatever I can do to make a little bit of extra money. And I also work with my dad's girlfriend cleaning. How many friends do you have now compared to before? I don't know. I think majority of the people I was friends with before, it's the same now because most of them weren't really close. I've always been distant from people, so it's just like I've never had a big friend group, or I guess I shouldn't say never, I have, but with being homeschooled, just drift away from people, so my situation was weird anyways, and I'm at the same place I am with most of my friends that I was before. I just am not really close to people. I actually probably have more friends now than I did before, just because they're mom friends. Do you wish you have waited / want other girls to be more careful? That was worded weird. I don't regret my daughter. Again, ideally, I probably would have been more together, and like I said, me and him weren't together when we had her, so there's just a lot that I would change. I would ideally change, but like things happen for a reason, and I kind of am just trusting in that, and eventually I'll see all the reasons, but right now I don't, so I would say be careful, because it is really hard, and it's not ideal in any way, shape, or form. Some people get really lucky with it, have a super easy baby, have their family to help them out, which would probably make having a kid a lot easier because somebody's helping you more. Still get to go to school like a normal teen. It actually brings in more friends because people love their baby and they want to be involved with their baby. And so I would still recommend, since that situation is not entirely common, I would still recommend for you to be more careful. Name one misconception people have of most teen moms. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think of like something I thought. I thought most teen moms, their families like did a lot of the work. That's definitely not the situation for me, so I guess that would be a misconception. And so I didn't like that about them, but I knew that wasn't going to be how my situation was, so I guess like people have the misconception that teen moms are irresponsible, or even like that they're bad moms, or I've heard people say that they're stupid. It's not stupidity, it's ignorance, which is lack of information, whatever that may be, or lack of knowledge. So I guess it would just be that. And so his nephew's mom, she is such a good mom, and she was a teen mom. Like, she's honestly one of the best moms that I know. I also have another friend who is in her 20s, and she is such an amazing mom as well. So it's not about the age, it's about the maturity. And I think that's something that people have the misconception about teens, is that all of them, it's not a one-size-fits-all thing. Do you think teen mom and 16 and pregnant glorifies teen parenthood? I don't know that they glorify it. I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched those shows in a really long time. I tried to watch while I was pregnant just because of the irony. But I hadn't watched it since I was a really little kid, which is probably bad that I watched it when I was such a young kid. That's not the point. But I don't think it correctly portrays it either. I think it's very over dramatic about a lot of things and not emphasizing on what's actually the reality of it, I guess. How has your body changed from pregnancy? So far, I haven't noticed a ton of changes besides the fact that I now have stretch marks in a lot of weird places, even behind my knees, which is so bizarre. And I have a baby. Oh wait, how to change my body. My boobs are not as perky as they were before. That doesn't happen from breastfeeding necessarily. It happens from pregnancy, at least from my experience. They're perkier when I was breastfeeding. Maybe after if you do it for a long time. I don't really know because I didn't. I have some loose skin. I haven't noticed a ton. Like, my body is not regular as far as my hormones. I have major depressive peripartum disorder. I don't know what the last part of it is, or if it's just that. So that wouldn't have happened had I not been pregnant, but I did have some sort of depressive tendencies before, so it just kind of heightened them. The situation did. I don't even know that pregnancy did. That's about it. I haven't noticed, like, some people have, like, skin changes or things like that. I feel like I sweat, like, my sweat stinks more than it did before. But I don't know. That could just be what I'm eating or something. Do you plan to have more children? When? I don't know, to be real with you. If I felt like I could handle it, I would definitely want more children. And if you would have asked me a few days ago, I would have said I wanted 10, which sounds crazy. I just always dreamed of a big family. And honestly, I'd probably get, like, another kid in or something and be like, I'm done. I quit. And I didn't want them all to be biological either. I really like the idea of adoption. So, or even just being a foster mom. So I don't know about having more of my own. My pregnancy was so good that, like, my labor and delivery wasn't that bad, and I shouldn't say so good, but it was, like, so mild compared to, like, others that I've heard that, like, I'm too scared to get pregnant again. If I did, I wouldn't necessarily be upset about it. It's just, I don't know, because right now we really want to focus on her. So as far as the when, I really don't know. We're not ready for another baby right now. We are trying to get our lives together, and we want to focus on her. So I guess ideally I would like to have more kids, but I'll just see what life has in store for me. So giving a when is just not going to happen. Again, ideally I would like to have one in a few years, whether that's from me or adoption. Just because I want her to have siblings, and I guess I'd probably like 2 of my own biological kids. But it just makes me so nervous because the health issues she's having now with her allergies, it's stressful. But I know how to deal with it. Or if they had worse issues, oh my goodness. Whew, can't even imagine. I guess you may do with what you got, but I don't know about that. We'll see. Subscribe to stay tuned. What's one thing you wish you knew before you got pregnant? I'm actually going to make an entire video on this eventually. It probably won't be up by the time this is posted. But I guess if I pick one thing, yes, just that, like, being a parent is not easy, and it's not just easy to make it work and figure it out. I thought that, like, that part would be easy. Like, you just figure it out and make it work, you know? Your body just adjusts, and it's not that simple. Like, you do, but it's not that simple. I hope you enjoyed my Teen Mom tag. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a big like, and if you didn't like it, I mean, just don't do anything then. Dislikes are the equivalent to likes, just so you know. And if you would like to see more, subscribe below and hit that notification bell. Bye!